Halfway through the year, there's a night nobody schedules. You're at the kitchen table, the house has gone quiet, and somewhere between the dishes and the bed, the question shows up uninvited. What did I actually do with 6 months? Most people never let the question finish. They reach for a phone, a show, a chore, anything louder than the answer. Because half a year is a mirror, and mirrors at midnight are honest in a way daylight never is. Here's what I want you to notice. The discomfort you feel isn't failure, it's information arriving. 6 months of choices, standing in the doorway, asking to be counted. And you have exactly 2 options. Count them, or keep paying interest on not knowing. This is the audit. Not the corporate kind. No spreadsheets, no scores, no shame at the bottom of a column. An audit is just a decision to look at what's true before you decide what's next. The people who move in the second half of a year are not the ones who did everything right in the first half. They're the ones who are willing to look. So tonight, we look. 3 moves, 1 sitting. The ledger, how to see what actually happened instead of the story you've been telling. The cut, what to put down without a funeral. And the compound, how to turn the smallest true thing into the next 6 months. No shouting, no fresh start. Just a table, a light, and the truth. Stay with me. Chapter 1, the ledger. Take a page and draw a line down the middle. Left side, what you did. Right side, what you told yourself. That's the whole tool. On the left, only facts are allowed. Went to the gym 11 times, wrote 4 pages, called my mother twice, slept badly most of March. No adjectives. Adjectives are where the lying gets in. Barely went to the gym is a verdict. 11 times is a fact. You'd be amazed how different your year looks when the verdicts have to wait outside. On the right side, write the story you've been carrying. I wasted the spring. I'm behind everyone. I always do this. Now hold the 2 columns next to each other and watch what happens. The story says you did nothing. The ledger says you did 11 things. The story says, always. The ledger says twice in March, once in May. The gap between those columns is not your failure. It's your material. It's the only honest place to work from. Because here's what the story costs you. When you believe you did nothing, you plan like a person who needs rescuing. Grand gestures, total overhauls. Monday, everything changes. And when you can see what you actually did, you plan like a person with a foundation. 11 gym visits isn't 0, it's a floor. 4 pages isn't a failed book, it's proof your hands know the way. And if the left column comes up nearly empty, if the facts are thin and the spring truly was a blur, count what you kept, not only what you built. Kept the job through the layoffs, kept the kids fed, kept showing up to the appointments. Survival entries are still entries. Some 6 months are for building, some are for holding the wall. The ledger honors both, and a held wall is a foundation too. And between audits, keep the line open. 1 written line before bed. What am I not looking at? Don't solve it, just name it. Named things shrink, and a named week never gets the chance to blur into a verdict. Audit the facts, retire the verdicts. You are not behind. You are exactly where the ledger says you are, and the ledger, unlike the story, can be built on. Chapter 2, the cut. Somewhere in your first 6 months, there's a dead thing you're still feeding. The course you stopped watching in February and still pay for. The project that quietly ended in April, except nobody told your guilt. The habit you keep restarting, because quitting it officially feels like a verdict on you. Listen to me. Carrying dead weight isn't loyalty, it's just weight. And every open loop you refuse to close is charging you rent. A little attention here, a little shame there, every single day. So here's the test, and it only takes 1 question. Knowing everything you know now, would you start it today? Not, have I invested too much to stop? Not, what will people think? Just, would you begin this today, from 0? If the answer is yes, keep it, and keep it on purpose. If the answer is no, it goes, tonight. Without a funeral, without a speech, without one last try to make the money feel well spent. The money is spent either way. The only question is whether the next 6 months pay for the last 6 months' mistakes. And I know the fear underneath this. If I quit things, what does that make me? Here's what it makes you. A person with hands free enough to hold something alive. Cut what you wouldn't restart. Keep what you would. Everything on your list should be there because you chose it twice. Chapter 3. The Compound. Now you have a ledger that tells the truth, and a list you've chosen twice. The last move is momentum, and momentum has a rule almost everyone gets backwards. You don't build belief and then act. You act, and the evidence builds the belief. Feelings follow proof, never the other way around. So we're going to keep receipts. Pick the smallest promise from your list, worst day-sized, the kind you can keep when everything goes wrong. And every time you keep it, it gets written down. One line, date, and done. That page is your proof stack, and it is the single most valuable document you will own this year. Because in week 3, when the doubt shows up, and it will show up, on schedule, wearing the same face as always, you won't have to argue with it. You'll just read. Kept it Tuesday, kept it Thursday, kept it the day the car broke down. Doubt can beat your feelings any night of the week. Doubt cannot beat a page of dates. And once a week, let one person see the page. Not an audience, a witness. One text. Here's what I kept this week. A win that stays secret evaporates. A win with a witness becomes the habit of winning. This is how the second half compounds. Not with a bigger plan, with a longer record. Every kept promise makes the next one slightly more believable, and believable promises get kept, and kept promises get recorded, and the record slowly makes you someone you can't talk yourself out of being. Remember the kitchen table from the start of this? The question that shows up uninvited. What did I actually do? 6 months from now, on some cold December evening, that question is coming back. And this time you won't have to flinch, and you won't have to guess. You'll pull out a page of dates and let it answer for you. That's the audit. Look at what's true, put down what's dead, keep receipts of what you keep. And every Sunday, build the bridge, one line that closes the week, one line that opens the next. The light doesn't need you to be ahead, it just needs you to count what's real and stay stubborn about it.